Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start with the topic network architecture. Network architecture means the design of the network in which systems are placed in a network, that is known as network architecture. So there are two types of network architecture. One is peer-to-peer and the second one is client-server architecture. So there are the two ways in which we can design the placing of the system or connection of the system, peer-to-peer and client server. Now let's just start with the first one, which is peer-to-peer computing or uh, peer-to-peer network basically. So peer-to-peer network means each and every system uh, has equal roles and responsibilities. In peer-to-peer computing or networking, it is distributed application architecture that partition tasks or workloads between pairs. Peers are equally privileged, equipotent participants in the application. They are said to form a peer-to-peer network of nodes. It means that there is nothing who is a boss. सारे के सारे कंप्यूटर सेम लेवल पे होते हैं. Let's just give an example. Let's say you are in a classroom. If there is a teacher in your classroom, so that time, you have to take permission from the teacher, right? For whatever you want to do, like if you want to go to washroom or you want to drink water or whatever task you want to do, you just need a permission from a teacher. But let's say teacher is not in the classroom, then you all are the peers. You are the people who itself is the monitor of yourself and who is the basically responsible of your own actions. आप खुद ही मास्टर होते हो, यू आर द ओनली वन हु इज स्लेव बेसिकली. सो दिस इज नोन एज पीयर टू पीयर आर्किटेक्चर, जहाँ पर हर एक कंप्यूटर को इक्वल प्रिविलेजेस मिलते हैं. देयर इज नो बॉस, कोई बॉस नहीं होता है. एंड डोंट डू दैट. So all the computers in peer-to-peer networks are at same level. There is no boss, there is no slave, nothing kind of relationship is there. If someone wants to do anything, तो it's completely allowed. So that system is solely responsible और एक standalone system होता है. कोई boss नहीं होता है, इसमें कोई इसको permission grant नहीं करता है. Same capability, same responsibility. That is peer-to-peer network. Now talking about next kind of network, here you can see all the systems are connected to each other. All are bosses, all are their slaves itself. There is no boss, there is no slave. Each and every system has equal responsibility in a network. Moving ahead with the next kind of network, which is client server architecture. Client server means one is the boss and second one is the slave, I can say. So client server architecture is a computing model in which the server host delivers and manages most of the resources and services requested by the client, also known as master slave architecture. इसी को आप master slave architecture बोलते हो. अब इसमें क्या होता है? There is one computer which is a server, and that server decides which computer will perform what task. All the permissions are given by the server. Again, let's just take an example of a classroom only. Let's say the teacher is here in the classroom, then without the permission of a teacher, you are not allowed to move out of the class or do things which are not uh, basically ethical or which are not required, which are required by permission. So if a teacher is there, then without her permission, you cannot do anything. This is client server model. Also, again, take an example of classroom. In a classroom, a teacher behaves as a server and all the students behaves as a client. How and why client? Because server is a system which is used to respond to the request, and clients are the system which are used to make the request. How? You are asking some question from the teacher, so you are requesting something, you are asking for a query, then the teacher is replying. So replying means you are getting an answer. So that is why teacher will be considered as a server. In the same way, when you sit on a system, open a web browser, and then search anything. So what you are doing, you are acting as a client, because you are requesting something. Let's say I have written www.gmail.com. So this is the page which I'm requesting for. So I am a client, and in return you will get a page. So you will get a page from the Gmail server. So that server is responding to your request. So that is why server is the request responder and client is the requester. This is the आर्किटेक्चर ऑफ क्लाइंट एंड सर्वर. वन इज द बॉस, एक टॉप लेवल पर होता है, बाकी सारे उसके क्लाइंट्स होते हैं. हियर यू कैन से दिस इज द सर्वर and PC, smartphones and laptops, if they are connected to it, so they are the clients of the particular server. This is known as client server architecture. In opposed to that, peer-to-peer, there is nothing like that. There is no boss. All the systems are at equal level, equal capabilities, equal responsibilities, equal privileges. कोई भी ऐसा system नहीं है जो उनको command दे रहा है. But here, server is a system which is used to give commands to the computers, assign permissions to the computers. What are the roles done by a particular system, that is done by the server. Or also, you have heard also that in some organizations, some of these sites are banned in what sense? Blocked. Let's say I am in an organization, and here in that particular organization, what I have done is I have blocked Facebook page so that nobody will be able to open Facebook. So this is done by the server side. Server ने क्या किया, अपने जितने भी clients है सबकी clients के सिस्टम पर फेसबुक वाले पेज को रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर दिया, एंड नोबडी विल बी एबल टू ओपन दैट पर्टिकुलर पेज. दिस इज हाउ वी असाइन अ रोल एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. This is client server and peer-to-peer architecture. Moving ahead, different internet connections that we have talked about already in the previous classes. How many types of connections are there? So that we are not going to cover up now. Dial-up connection, broadband connection. Broadband means it gives a higher amount of bandwidth. Cable modem connection is also there. DSL is there. Satellites are available. Then wireless connection we have discussed already about. Hotspot we have discussed. Why? Let's just take a short recap of this, which we have studied earlier. Dial-up is a connection. There are advantages in which we have to dial a number in dial-up connection before connecting to the internet. So it is inexpensive, disadvantage, available anywhere, but can connect using a cell phone or a modem, right? Disadvantage is it is quite slower. In occur local phone charges, आपको phone call करनी पड़ती है connections create करने के लिए. Then need two lines to make phone calls while online. If you are online, so you need two lines, one for internet accessing and one for calling. Talking about broadband, broadband is much faster, always on, no wait to connect. कोई connection के लिए हमको wait नहीं करना पड़ता, 24/7 it is on. Quite expensive, of course, and not available in all the areas. जहाँ पर connectivity होगी, जहाँ पर networks होंगे, it is available only on that area. So this is about broadband connection. Moving ahead, wireless connection. Wireless is less expensive to set up, not limited to one fixed location. एक limited नहीं है किसी भी location के लिए. Connectivity is available almost everywhere. Talking about vulnerable means, I told you earlier also, it means weak. There are loopholes in wireless communication, wireless network, through which your system may get hacked or may get into threat. Susceptible to security attacks. That I have told you just right now only. And limited security mechanism. These are the means. Basically what we can say is security is a big issue with wireless connection. Rest, it is very good, speed is good, expensive भी नहीं होता है, cheap होता है. So this is all about the methods and of connection. Now talking about basic network topologies and layout, that also we have discussed, but only one topology we have discussed there, mesh topology. In mesh topology, we have discussed mesh topology is a topology where all the systems are connected with each other. जहाँ पर सारे के सारे system एक दूसरे से connected होते हैं. And this is the what I can say is each and every device is connected to every device in the network. A dedicated point-to-point link is created. A dedicated point-to-point link is created between the computers. If this computer wants to communicate with this computer, so there is a direct link. There is a direct wire. उसको किसी के मीडियम के थ्रू नहीं जाना पड़ेगा कि लाइक पहले यहाँ पर आया डेटा फिर यहाँ पर आया. Nothing like that. It directly sends the data with the wire. So because of this architecture, there are some advantages of mesh topology. One, there is no traffic issues as there is a dedicated link between two devices. अब just imagine you are coming to the school, right? अब एक ऐसी रोड है जिसपे सिर्फ आप ही को परमिशन है जाने की. ठीक है, आप ही जा सकते हो और कोई नहीं जा सकता उस रोड से, बिकॉज वो रोड सिर्फ आप ही के लिए बनाई गई है. सो कैन यू इमेजिन, कभी ट्रैफिक ही नहीं मिलेगा, right? You will never face traffic because you are the only one who is using that particular road. In the same way, no data traffic issues are there as there is a dedicated link between two devices, which means the link is only available for those two. वो जो लिंक आपने क्रिएट किया है वो उन दोनों कंप्यूटर के लिए यूज होगा, उन दोनों के लिए यूज होगा, तो फिर कभी ट्रैफिक मिलेगा ही नहीं. Mesh topology is reliable, robust, as failure of one link doesn't affect other links. आप खुद सोचो, let's say my this wire got disconnected. इस वायर में मेरे कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गई है, तो क्या बाकी का नेटवर्क बंद हो जाएगा? Not at all. बाकी network will move smoothly as it is running, and it is very easy to identify which area is affecting or which area is having a problem. How? Because let's say दो कंप्यूटर कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं दोनों, तो कॉमन सेंस वाली बात है कि इस वायर में प्रॉब्लम है. हम जाके इस वायर को चेक नहीं करेंगे बिकॉज दो कंप्यूटर के बीच में, इन दोनों के बीच में ये वाली वायर अटैच्ड है, राइट? सो इट इज वेरी इजी टू आइडेंटिफाई वेयर द प्रॉब्लम इज एक्चुअली. बहुत इजी है उसको आइडेंटिफाई करना. Fault detection is easy, that I have already right now told you. Mesh topology is secure because there is point-to-point link, thus unauthorized access is not possible. Just right now told you कि जो रोड आपके लिए ही बनी है उस पर कोई आ ही नहीं सकता, तो वो सिक्योर भी है. ऑटोमेटिकली सिक्योर हुई ना जब आप उसके आपके अलावा कोई और उस पर जा ही नहीं सकता उस रोड पे. सो इट इज कंप्लीटली सिक्योर बिकॉज देयर इज नो अनऑथोराइज्ड एक्सेस व्हिच इज पॉसिबल. नाउ मूविंग अहेड. Now there are disadvantages, so there are disadvantages also, and disadvantages are like the serious one. The first one, the amount of wires required to connect each system is tedious and hectic. Basically, let's say I'm having three system, तो three system के लिए तीनों को connect करना is very easy, है ना? Very easy. कैसे? n into n minus 1 by 2 यानी कि 3 into 2 by 2 which is equals to 3. So 3 wires are required. But if I am having thousands of system, in that case arranging all the wires is a bit typical task to manage all the things. So that is why amount of wires will increase. Since each device needs to be connected with other device, so number of input output ports required must be huge. CPU में तो कुछ limited ports होता है. Ports means जहाँ पर आप connect करते हो devices. So if there are 100 computers, I want to connect with single computer, तो 100 ports चाहिए मुझे. सोचो, so it is very like quite impossible to have 100 ports in a single system, right? So that is why scalability issues. Scalability means we cannot increase the size of the network because a device cannot be connected with large number of devices within a dedicated point-to-point link. You cannot expand your network. अगर आपने 5 सिस्टम का एक नेटवर्क बनाया, ठीक है, this is sufficient. 5 सिस्टम को mesh topology से कनेक्ट करना is okay. बट अगर वहीं पर ही 15, 20, 100, 1000, 5000 सिस्टम्स आ जाएंगे, in that case it is a very tough task to manage all the system, to get number of ports. Very complex structure will be there. That is why mesh topology is not used nowadays. Moving ahead with the next topology, which is known as star topology. Now, what is star topology? In star topology, each device in a network is connected to a central device, which is known as hub. This hub we will discuss in later videos. Unlike mesh topology, star topology doesn't allow direct communication between devices. अब इसमें आपने देखा होगा इस पिक्चर में, you are observing all the computers are connected to this device, which is known as a hub or a switch. अब यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है? If this system wants to communicate with this system, सो पहले ये डेटा इसको ट्रांसफर करेगा एंड देन यहाँ से डेटा यहाँ पर ट्रांसफर होगा. This is how the communication is taking place. So this is why it is known as star topology. All the devices are connected to a central device. First, the data is sent to that particular device, and then it is transmitted to the designated destination or the device. This is about star topology. Now, there are some advantages and disadvantages of it. So advantages are, it is less expensive. Why? Because the number of wires are reduced. Number of wires reduce हो चुके हैं. Only need one IO port. If you have seen here, what you need actually, you just need one IO port, input output port. एक ही port चाहिए जो यहाँ पे connect हो जाए, right? Similarly, इस पे भी एक ही port होना चाहिए. Then needs to be connected with hub with one link. एक ही link की requirement है. Then easier to install. If let's say I have a network which is having 5 devices, 5 computers connected है. अगर मुझे एक और computer वहाँ पे install करना है तो it is very easy. Simple wire connect करो, खत्म काम. Also, less amount of cables are required because each device needs to be connected with the hub only. Number of wires are reduced. Robust. Robust means if one link fails, the other link will work just fine. In the previous example also we have discussed, let's say if ये वाला wire break हो जाता है तो बाकी के network पे कोई effect नहीं आएगा, बाकी network will go smoothly. बस इस device पे communication नहीं होगा. Right, so it is very easy to identify where the network problem is. Easy fault detection because the link can be easily identified. जहां पर भी communication बंद हुआ पड़ा आप वहीं पर ही क्या कर सकते हो, identify कर सकते हो. Scalability, we can like increase the network as per our choice. कितना बड़ा करना है वो हम कर सकते हैं easily. कैसे कर सकते हैं? Because आपको क्या करना है, आपको लेट से 10 कंप्यूटर इंस्टॉल करना है दोबारा से. सो यू जस्ट नीड अ वायर एंड पोर्ट इन योर हब, कनेक्ट करो, हो गए बढ़िया नेटवर्क फटाफट फटाफट फटाफट. What are the disadvantages now? The disadvantage is, let's say if this device goes down, अगर इस डिवाइस में कोई प्रॉब्लम आई तो पूरा का पूरा नेटवर्क क्या होगा, शट डाउन हो जाएगा. पूरा का पूरा नेटवर्क जॉट डाउन हो जाएगा. बिकॉज दिस इज द सेंटर लिंक. ये एक ऐसा मीडियोकर है जो कम्युनिकेशन प्रोवाइड करा रहा है और ये मीडियोकर ही चला जाएगा या मीडियोकर में ही कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगी. इन दैट केस योर नेटवर्क विल जॉट डाउन. Hub requires more resources and regular maintenance because it is the central system of star topology. It is central system है, उसको ज़्यादा maintenance की requirement है time to time, because if it goes down then no device can communicate with each other. कोई भी device किसी से भी communicate नहीं कर पाएगी. So this is all about today. Star topology we have discussed and mesh topology we have discussed. We have discussed two types of architecture, peer-to-peer and client-server architecture. Rest we will do in the next turn. Thank you so much.